In my last video, I showcased the deck that I used to climb from Diamond to Masters, Ruinous Acolyte Swarm. That deck featured Acolyte's Reliquary, one of the hidden, non-champion gems in the World Ender expansion. This video is my full guide for Vayne Illaoi, featuring Eye of God, another gem hidden among the new cards. This was the deck that I used to climb from Platinum to Diamond at almost 90% win rate. The meta has shifted since then, so I tried playing 10 games with the deck now that I've reached Masters. The deck still performed well as I had a score of 7 wins and 3 losses in Master rank, peaking at top 17 Masters. My overall win rate with the archetype was 70%. Make sure to watch all the way to the end of this video because I will be showcasing how you can beat the top meta decks like Aatrox Midrange, Champion Strength Swarm, and Ruinous Acolytes. To give you an idea of the deck build and the play pattern, please watch the following gameplay trailer for Vayne Illaoi.
The sea's protection takes many forms.
It's an awesome day for progress.
We move against fear, against doubt. Witness truth.
Hold on!
This is it. Land or drown. Nagasho! Nagasho!
My research!
Witness truth! Nagasho!
Fuse is burning! Fuse is burning!
A beautiful day for sailing. Look and see the glory of Nagakaboros.
Vayne Illaoi is a deck that wants to create a big tentacle through spawn cards like Watchful Idol and Eye of Nagakaboros. Once you have developed a tentacle with high stats, you can start ending games with overwhelm damage from Illaoi or the Sea's Voice. Illaoi struggles a lot when you're not able to develop a tentacle on board. Eye of God helps a lot in this regard because it's a recurring spawn activator for the deck. It's also very synergistic with Vayne, one of the best champions currently in the game. Using Vayne's Stumble with Eye of God can be very impactful on units like Illaoi, Ranger Knight Defector, or the Sea's Voice. I'm also running 2 copies of Champion Strength as the deck's alternate win condition. For the mulligan, you should always keep Watchful Idol, Eye of God, and Vayne. Petricide Broodwing is generally fine to keep against decks where you need a 2-drop. If you already have a good hand of early tentacle generators, you can also keep Illaoi and the Sea's Voice. If you have an established hand for your early turns, you can also think about keeping some combo pieces and utility cards. Ranger Knight Defector is great to use with Eye of God against decks that can't answer it on turn 4. Concerted Strike is great against champion-centric decks like Kayn Aatrox. Champion Strength can win you the game if you have the hand to establish a wide early board. As always, if you like my content and you want to see more, don't forget to leave a like and a random or non-random comment. Also, please press the subscribe button so that you won't miss out on my next video and so that I can reach my next milestone of having 10,000 subscribers. Can we do well against the top meta deck? We've beaten them several times. I think we're 2-1 against Kane Aatrox so far. I would only keep Steadfast Elkin if I already have other cards to execute my game plan. This is a lot better. One Silence and Suppress.
The better the trophy. Aim for the heart.
We might be able to just go away with this Eye of God. Unless our opponent has Silence and Suppress too. I'd be surprised if they have it. YOLO? YOLO. If they don't have an answer to this, this is so good. The Darkened Bloodletters. So we just trade. Do I want that? I don't think I'm too happy with it if that happens. I think we just bide our time. There's no need to hurry here. We will be able to grow bigger than this Voodoo Cultist later on.
Pledge to the dark within.
I want to preserve some mana. I might need to silence and suppress. Exactly. I might need to silence and suppress that one. Or do we care? Maybe we just wait for the Ranger Knight Defector and silence and suppress that one instead. I don't think I care about the Keeper of the Box.
Demons walk among us, masquerading as men. A piercing bolt.
Wow. Attacking with the Buru Cultist. I just block the Buru Cultist. I don't care if they get on a Darken. I don't care if they get Vayne. Kane, I mean.
Death it is.
Huh? So we just go Illaoi now? Isn't Illaoi super good? Wow, that's super great. We Illaoi first and start exerting pressure, progressing her level up. Turn 5 is a Kane. It's Illaoi. If they use the Frostbite spell, if they use Unforgiving Cold this turn, that's a win for us. That one can't block, we don't care about it. So Kane will come down next turn to kill our Vayne, probably. They should block this way, right? There's no way they don't. They should block here, right? Unless they want to kill my Illaoi with their Kane. But then this won't be enough. Okay. So if Kane comes down, we can just use Tumble on Illaoi for our opponent to block with their Kane.
The child is gone. The killer remains.
Yeah, I like doing this. While our opponent is 3 mana, no freezes. We level up Illaoi like this unless our opponent wants to trade with us. We lose to double Momentous Choice. That would be a bummer if we lose to double Momentous Choice. Okay. We level up Illaoi. This is great.
This is it. Land or drown.
Because now even if our opponent kills Vayne, our Illaoi will gain so much stats next turn. We have double Eye of God. I don't see how our opponent can stop us next turn unless we let the Kane strike before we attack, but we won't do that. We will just attack, gain all the stats that we want to. Yeah, we just go for the open attack here. I forgot. I don't know how they answer the Tentacle unless they have their own silence and suppress. Got him. One win away from Diamond. Let's get it. Final game to Masters. Let's get it. We're up against Mono Shurima. This deck probably got popular again because of Kicker A. Silence and suppress is pretty good against their 3-drop. Not sure how much we want to keep it though. I think we want to look for our Tentacle generators before keeping silence and suppress. So with Darken Ages, I probably don't mind playing Vayne or Sea's Voice into one of the Roiling Sands. You have a Champion Strength. I'm not even sure if Champion Strength is needed in the deck. I think we've only won one game with it so far. I think I'm pretty comfortable dropping Vayne into the Roiling Sands, to be honest. Vayne with a Darken Ages is pretty tough to kill. So do we just silence and suppress that one? I don't think we want them going turbo on us. This might be one of the best silence and suppresses that we can get. I'm gonna attack. Vayne still stays at 3 HP, which is pretty high. We have another silence and suppress. Silence and suppress. I'm running 3 of them, buddy.
Go get a shiny taboo. Nagakaburo surrounds us.
I think we just go for Eye of Nagakaburos next turn and refill our hand. Maybe I hold back on the Sea's Voice. What to do? Definitely start with this. Then I'm not sure if it's worth it to attack at all. Vayne will probably die next turn to the Grumpy Rock Bear, so I think we attack with Vayne for sure. I don't think I want to trade this into this. That would be too easy for them, and we don't get too much value out of the Overwhelm. Start with this. I'm expecting Vayne to die next turn to the Rock Bear anyway, so might as well trade now, or to the Waking Sands, right?
Got a lizard and a shovel. It's a trap.
I can go for like a Concerted Strike to protect Vayne. Okay. I don't think we protect Vayne here. We pass first. We can Illaoi. Will playing Illaoi do anything?
Against doubt.
This is fine. Okay.
I'm not done.
It is a lovely statue, no? I remember the fight.
I really like this attack. We can Eye of Nagakaburos if they block this way. I think we preemptive Eye. We deal more damage. Oh wow. I'm so tempted to go for the tumble. But I think we just do it this way. This levels up Illaoi.
Struggle, fight, live.
Struggle, fight, live. We can re-equip the Eye of God, right? I can feel the diamond. I can feel the diamond. Oh! They need Rite of Negation? Oh! G. Quicksand. They could Quicksand. But if they have Quicksand, they would have used it already. They might have drawn it through Roiling Sands, right? Oh, they drew it with Roiling Sands. Seraph is really scary.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
I just want the tumble. They're looking for Serath. Diamond! We go Diamond! Nice!
Now to root out the next Vayne.
Oh! I struggled a lot during day 1 because I kept trying to make Kale and Bard work. But on day 2 I switched up. I tried Illaoi's Eye of God. Turns out it's pretty good. So our overall win rate while going to Diamond is... So this is our overall win rate on our way to Diamond. We played 16 games, 87.5% win rate. Illaoi is back, guys. Illaoi is back. And she's ready. She's ready to take her throne back. We keep Vayne and Broadwing. Could also keep Concerted Strike. Aatrox Kane is a really strong deck. It's very hard to beat. Sometimes even if we get the best hand, if we don't kill them fast enough, sometimes we still lose. Aatrox Kane is probably the strongest deck in the game right now, I would say.
All monsters die.
It's very hard because even if you deal with the first Aatrox, they can just revive it. That's what makes the deck super strong. And then if they revive it, even if you have an answer to the Aatrox, they could still play their Darkens. That makes it really tricky to face. Can we just Vayne here and start discounting our Tumble?
No more than fiends.
I'm not too happy to see that. Not too happy. We could challenge away the cultist, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. Well, if you're passing, I don't care then. At least they don't get to play the Cane here. Okay, they have the Cane. Never mind. So we probably just Concerted Strike that Cane. We Concerted Strike Cane. Let's see what Cane pulls. Maybe we don't Concerted Strike Cane. Maybe instead we develop a board and go for Champion Strength. That might be the play.
Surrounds us.
Okay, sure. They might die because of that mistake. That's not the worst, considering. We have more attacks to come. That's fine. Now they have to play the Cane, right? The zero cost Cane into my challenge.
The undoing draws near.
Yes, yours.
So how do we do this?
I remember the fight.
Do you hear her voice?
How easily flesh heals.
Okay. So we have Concerted Strike. The Unforgiving Cold is really what's keeping him in the game. Oh, we save mana for Concerted Strike.
Submit to me. Beg for mercy.
What now? Play your second Kane?
I find the scream so thrilling.
Purified bolts. Purge with silver.
I want to force their Kane to block here.
Every last monster will be purged.
Do you feel her presence?
It took champion strength. We needed champion strength to win that game.
Sentinel's work is
I
never
would say Aatrox Kane is maybe an even to slightly unfavored matchup. If you don't have champion strength, you will have a tough time closing out the game. So we should be able to outpressure champion strength if we get the right cards. I don't think I keep Steadfast Elkin, and I don't think I keep Cease Voice. I usually want my Illaoi. Or my Ranger Knight Defector. Ranger Knight Defector is great in this matchup, but I removed Ranger Knight Defector in my deck because I'm testing Blood Cursed Harpy. Maybe Blood Cursed Harpy isn't the way to go because I don't really have quick attacks. Usually just dies, and we don't want to sacrifice the Eye of God. It's only great with Golden Ages. This hand doesn't look too good. I don't think we'll be able to race them down with this hand. Wow, they have nothing on the first two turns. That's very good for me. They must have Jinx then. They must have Jinx. If they have nothing to play in the first two turns, it means it's a very heavy hand. It's probably a Jinx. They probably have Jinx. Is this a straight up a get excited? On the Vayne? Get excited. Oh my god, it is a get excited. So they have a Jinx for sure. They have a Jinx 100%. And I think I might want to go Combat Cook into Cataclysm the moment they summon the Jinx. I could silence and suppress that one. Pan of Pain will put us out of range of the Broadwing. The Tough also does the job actually. The Pan of Pain is decent.
demons walk among us.
Play the second Vayne and see what happens. Do we want to start spawning now with Eye of God on the Vayne? They must have a Jinx, right? I'm gonna silence and suppress the Broadwing first. First things first. They might be setting up. They might just be setting up Champion Strength next turn.
Pots are boiling.
I wanna attack with my Vayne.
Purified bolts.
So they don't have enough mana for Champion Strength. Hopefully they don't have the second Jinx. I will be sad if they do. I kinda wish I had Ranger Knight Defector. Maybe I should put some copies back in. I'm not too sold on Bloodcursed Harpy. Ranger Knight Defector would have been nuts. We would have been spawning Eye of Gods because they don't have good blockers for it. I think now would be a good time to Seize Voice and Tumble with Eye of God and start spawning. We also get Vayne level up that way. We're getting 3/3s now. With Overwhelm, by the way. And then we have Eye of Nagakaburos next turn. We're applying lots of pressure. I think we'll be able to force them to defend next turn. They won't have enough time to... They won't have enough time to use Champion Strength. We won't give them that luxury. We're just gonna go for the open attack here, force them to block.
I remember the fight. Swift death.
We don't even need to Eye of Nagakaburos yet because we're already threatening lethal.
Every last monster.
We have 9 mana. We can go for Eye of Nagakaburos plus Tumble on this Overwhelmed Tentacle. If my opponent greets this, I just Eye of Nagakaburos. You need to block one eye. So I will go Eye of Nagakaburos and Tumble this turn. Tumble should win the game. No equipment yet on the Tentacle, so we can equip it with the Pan of Pain. Why not? More stats, more damage. We're on a fucking win streak, man.
Expertly done. Now to root out the next fiend.
Can we climb 100 LP with this deck? Right now, I'm at top 20 masters, but it isn't really fair because the LP is not yet that high. Ziggs Thalia action. I don't know if this is a Runeterra Acolyte deck. We have the Watchful Eye, the Eye of God, and Illaoi opener, and Champion Strength. If our opponent taps below mana for their Rite of Negation, that could be great for us. We just cash in a Champion Strength if that happens. Oh, it's an Acolyte's Reliquary deck. Oh no. If we do this now, if we Eye of God now, it makes our Tentacle at 3/3. But then it still loses the trade to Ruinous Acolyte, so we just cash in the attack. We just cash in the attack for now. We bide our time. We bide our time for now.
Those who kill innocents are no more than
Is it reaching the point where we need to trade the Vayne for this Ruinous Acolyte? Have we reached that point? I think we might have reached that point.
death it is.
I'm gonna Eye of God now, and so that I will put down the Illaoi. Then my opponent doesn't have an answer at burst speed unless they have a Rite of Passage. We Illaoi now. It's the only way to win. We will set up the turn 7 Champion Strength. Turn 6 Champion Strength. Yeah, this is strong attack. He just took it. Wow, they just took it. I might not even go for champion strength because I'm scared of Rite of Negation. I might just straight up go for the open attack with Cease Voice. Do we just tumble now? Force them to take the block? They're a crucial decision point. If they ruin us Acolyte, they have 3 6/6s. That's 18 damage. Is this better? It's 9-7 better. 9-7 might be better. It's a better blocker overall. If they risk Rite of Negation here, they won't have enough mana to play their Ruinous Acolyte. I can't afford for them to play this, and then I have to block with both of my units. I have to spawn. Put my Tentacle out of range of their Ruinous Acolytes. Huge win for us if they Rite of Negation here. They're thinking about Rite of Negation, so they do have Rite of Negation. Huge win for us, by the way, if this goes through. If they Rite of Negation, they won't have enough mana for Drop the Bomb Pokey Stick. So now they just go for the block. They have Quicksand? Okay, they just go for the block. So as long as Illaoi doesn't die, we're fine. Illaoi's pretty safe. At 4 HP, she's safe from Rite of the Arcane. And that was the only thing that could have killed her. We have a strong open attack here. We just do this.
Protection takes many forms.
The open attack is still very strong. We spawn a lot. The open attack is still ultra strong. They need... They need freaking Quicksand to survive, but then again, our units grow a lot in stats. If they don't have Quicksand, they lose. If they have Quicksand, they lose both of their units, and we're pretty stable. Oh, got him.
Look and see the glory of Nagakaboros.
Acolytes again? Generally, we're unfavored against Acolytes. Oh, that's a hand. That's a hand. I mean, it might not be that amazing, but we have Vayne, 3 tentacle generators. It's about the best you could ask for, right? Oof. If they don't have drop the bomb, we're okay. So if they go for the Ruinous Acolyte, we're fine. Fucking fine. We're gonna Eye of God, and we're gonna buff up our Tentacle before they can do anything. This is vulnerable to Pokey Stick, but I think we don't have a choice. We either get Pokey Sticked or drop the bomb. Apestone. Interesting tech. It puts us behind a little bit, actually. I guess we just set up the Vayne.
Walk among us, masquerading as men.
Second Vayne. We have lots of champions, actually. I think I will trade away my Vayne here if my opponent offers it.
We move against fear, against doubt.
If my opponent offers it, I will play Vayne. I will trade Vayne.
Death it is.
This is good for me. I'm gonna put Eye of God on Illaoi because they have to play the landmark first, right? Before they can develop anything. And I think this will give me enough time to boost up the tentacle. If they play the landmark, they're taking a big hit, and then I have tumble. My tentacle will grow out of control. We also have tentacle smash. Oh, that changes things. So we want to trade now while we still can.
Witness truth. Naga show.
They just take it?
I've never tried
They're
that
crazy.
tentacle before.
I level up Illaoi this way, and then I can sacrifice my Illaoi next turn. They wanted to go for a second Acolyte, but I think that's a little bit too greedy.
Naga show. This is it. Land or drown.
Misflavor my opponent is they shouldn't have traded with Vayne last turn anyway. And now I can just use Tentacle Smash maybe? Silence and Suppress is good too. Don't we just win?
It is good to hear again the mother serpent in your voice. Illaoi, it has been too long.
We silence and suppress one of them. Then what did they do? Oh, we know they have another one. I shouldn't have suppressed yet. Yeah, I knew they had another one. My bad. If this is all they're doing, I'm fine. I die to double Pokestick? It's likely.
You move wrong.
We could die to double Pokestick. We just block. So we're gonna go for the attack and then reserve mana for
A chance to live.
Vayne plus Tumble, just in case we don't win here. So 11. We're 11, 16. Got him.
Look and see the glory of Nagakaboros.
So we're 55 LP now, and we're currently at top 17 Masters. I know it doesn't count for much, but my win rate with the deck is pretty high. I had 70% win rate from Platinum to Diamond, and now that I'm playing it in Masters, I am 8-2? Am I 8-2 or 7-2? Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 7-2 so far with it in Masters.